chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soul the chill. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. What is it? 52. What is it? 52. Come on. So we got man.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Eight.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 22-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check three. Gun.
From the 45 on second down, Newton to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Here we go.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, kill. 54. Hey, wahoo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now Wentz on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10.
Record. Here. Banjo. And we're going 30.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
I got you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They will go for it. Now Newton. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. To throw is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Newton. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
20.
Newton on 1st down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton now to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
57. Check it back. Forward, Tokyo.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Team 6.
Into the red zone, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know.
All right, Coach. Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now Wentz. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. That's right,
Wentz now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Niners' 13-yard line.
46 down, man. 5-4. Right there. Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, just like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 57.
Wentz. To the...
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your brum. For your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field.
All right, Coach. Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? You can set, ready? Let's go, Hattie.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Push. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. 54. Check Mike.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw. Newton going up top. And got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll come out in the pistol. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, high 7. What's up?
On 1st down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Ready.
Shoves him aside. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Bravo! Mike 54 in your face.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Sunday. 37's the Mike. Mike. Hey, Charlie. Giving him nothing today. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Rip right. Great 15. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Delta. Let's find 7.
Again, it's Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, kill it. Hey, 4 Tokyo. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, wahoo. And we're going 37.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw here on first down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey, World.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And it's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough, give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, box drop, go.
Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Hey, orbit, go. Ready?
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Empty.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Kill. Black, come on. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Blue draw Corkers. This by 7.
Begin to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Here.
Motion.
Hey, exit.
Shift.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Hey, keep stick.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Texans push further out in front in order to lead it. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll set up the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check it up.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back to throw.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Good job. Good job.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46, past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You ain't got nothing.
64, weak.
Here's McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check the call, 54.
5-7.
Check, watch 54.
Wentz to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Back to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Houston, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the turnaround hasn't materialized.